Alright, so some were asking, where is my reaction to the Eclipse? Because the Eclipse is, you know, the biggest part of Berserk. It's the end of the anime, right? And it's like the climax. In several ways, it was a climax, right? So I started reading the manga that carried on the story after the Eclipse because I was curious. I mean, I had to know what happens after the Eclipse, right? I just had to. I did watch like the newer version where like you see Skull Knight swoop in and spoiler alert, they save Guts and Casca from being eaten, consumed. So I knew that happened. I watched the original and I was like, how did Guts even survive that? How was it even possible? Of course he had help, right? But you kind of forget about the Skull Knight. Actually, I don't even know if the Skull Knight was seen at all in the original Berserk anime, because you see him in the newer version, but like a lot of stuff was left out of the anime, even in the newer version, when they had Skull Knight like visit Guts and give him a warning. I forget if that even happens in the original anime. I remember that was the only time Guts meets the Skull Knight before the Eclipse. But anyways, people were curious. Where is your reaction? You gotta react. And so I was like, okay, fine. If you want it so badly, I'll do it. And hey, it'll probably be like pretty big, because also some stuff was left out of the anime in the Eclipse. Some stuff from the Eclipse, because, you know, lots of crazy stuff happens, and I'm surprised that they left in, you know, the stuff that happens to Casca. Like that's the worst part. Like geez, we know that Kentaro Miura has like a rape fetish or something, but like, geez, that was like, I don't know how they got away with it. Like the sex scene with the princess, especially in the newer version, like the sex scene was very explicit, but at least that was consensual, right? Like, at least, I don't know how they did it. I mean, it is a pretty big plot point, but anyways. It is pretty brutal, and it's even more brutal in the manga. You see like pretty explicit stuff in the manga, short of just straight up showing genitalia. They show everything. And they Berserk sort of does show genitalia, but like in a very, you know, you see like shadows of dicks, or like you see a dick like in the distance, and you see a pussy, but it's not very detailed. It's like kind of far away, right? Yeah, you see like the silhouette of a dick and balls. Right? Anyways, let's start. Here is Berserk, Volume 12, Chapter 70. Here we see Griffith himself. This is what happens in the Eclipse, spoiler alert. Oh, and it looks like he's hatching out of an egg, and the egg is the Behelit. Yeah, the Behelids are kind of egg-shaped. Maybe this is foreshadowing to when he literally hatches out of a giant Behelit into the physical world. Yeah, this is not how it happened. Like, the Behelit is just like a gateway. It's just a catalyst. There is like an actual egg like structure that he's in, right? But it's not that. Anyways, let's go. Yikuzo! Here we have, yeah, here is the God Hand. If you're watching this, you probably already know what happens, so not gonna spoil. I might spoil some things. I mean, this is a pretty big spoiler right now. Yeah, the hot, the giant demon lady. She's hot. Yeah. Oh, I would want her to consume me. I wouldn't mind too much. We have Requiem of the Wind. Ooh, bet that would sound spooky. The Warriors of Twilight. Back Alley Boy. I think that's Griffith, who's the back alley boy, right? When he was a kid, he was running around in the back alleys, dreaming of having his own kingdom one day. Back alley boy sounds like a boy band or something, right? Maybe Griffith is part of the he's part of the back alley boys. That's yeah, he's in a boy band. Of course, Griffith will be the lead singer, right? It's like the Backstreet Boys. Griffith's back. All right. he once he returns to the physical world, he does like a musical number. That would be sick. Yeah, Griffith is the lead singer, and then Guts would be the bassist, or he would be the drums, maybe. Yeah, the drummer is like the most angry member of the band, right? Just like slamming, just like on the drums. That takes the most strength, right? Or what if like Pippin was the drummer? Pippin is like the big, strong, silent type, right? But maybe it would make more sense for Guts to be the drummer, because drumming is more like brute strength. Yeah, yeah. Guts is just going berserk, slamming on the drums, and then maybe Pippin would be the bassist. Who would be the guitarist? The blonde guy. What's his name? Judo. Yeah, he'd be the guitarist. Of course, Griffith would have a guitar too, but he would be singing too. Yeah, but he has a good singing voice. Anyways, let me know in the comments what Griffith's boy band's members would be like. Eclipse, The Promised Time, Advent, The Inhuman Host, The Castle, Parting, and then The Feast. The Feast of the Apostles. Yummy. Requiem of the Winds. Oh, this is sad. Is this Guts' helmet? I forgot what his helmet looks like, actually. It's been so long. This could be his helmet. I don't think this is his sword, though. Is it? It could be, actually. Do we ever find out what happens to Guts' original sword? I don't think this is his sword. It's like... It's sort of like his Demon Slayer sword, but there's a big hilt. It's like square, like brutalist design. It's got like big bolts in it to hold in the massive blade. Yeah, not quite as big as his Dragon Slayer sword, but still pretty freaking big. Whose gloves? Are these Casca's gloves? Is this Casca? Yeah. Maybe we'll see what happens to his sword. Midland border region. Ooh. Ooh. Hew. It's a very windy plains type of region. Yeah, but the wind sounds very spooky and ominous, and I guess these guys have a right to be scared. They should be scared, because bad shit's about to happen. So this is where the band of the Hawk, the surviving members, escaped to after they rescued Griffith from the prison, from the torture chamber. And they're all having a meeting. Here's Pippin. Oh, I miss these guys. I should react to the Golden Age arc sometime, because a lot of these characters were pretty good, and a lot of stuff was left out of the anime, like I said. So I should get like all the context on that. I read part of it. I saw the Wild arc, right? The first demon they see. So the manga does exposition very differently, right? There's like a lot of spoilers, especially like in the beginning of the very first chapters of Berserk. Like there's a flash forward to when Guts is the Black Swordsman after the eclipse happens, and it does a lot of exposition. So maybe they left things out for the sake of the people who only watch the anime, right? Yep, so everyone's looking sad. Oh, this guy lost an eye. Yeah, these guys have been have been running from the law for about over a year now. They've been just they've had it rough. Yeah. And they were hanging on to the hope that, like, oh, once we get Griffith back, then we'll be restored to our former glory. Then we'll finally, the Band of the Hawk will be back. Backstreet's back. All right, but no, everything is not all right. Not now. Yeah. It is a shame. Like, they were just on the cusp of greatness. They were this close. They were like in the halls, great halls of the king, partying with fancy ladies of the court. But then they were just betrayed. And some of these guys have injuries, or like broken arms. Judo is sitting cool, though. Sitting pretty. And so is Corcus. Oh, he has a ponytail, that's right. Oh, and so does Judo. Oh man, I do miss these characters. And then Gutsu, of course. Oh, he's got a bandage around his head. Oh, I miss seeing Guts with both eyes, right? Both eyes open. Yeah, I don't know if making him lose an eye was a good choice, because like his face looks different, but I guess that's part of his character now, right? Just like losing an arm. It would be cool if like he could do some magic to get a new eye or something. Like when he visits like the elf, the king of the elves or something. I haven't gotten to that part yet, but probably not gonna happen. Yep, and then Griffith is in the back of the wagon. His body is totally ruined. He and they're here to break the news to the rest of the band. Hey, was that serious? Hold on, what is Corcus's voice? He's kind of a weaselly guy, right? Hey, was that serious? It was bull, wasn't it? What that monkey monster monkey monster was saying? Hew, the wind is howling. Screw this. Fine, I'll ask him myself. Forget it. Griffith's not able to answer you. What is Judo's voice? Everyone's shocked. Hey, that's a joke, right? Like his throat's just rough from living in prison, so... Oof, Casca's shaking. Yeah, they did some really fucked up stuff to him. Ugh! What the hell? What the hell? Ugh! Corcus is, you know, Corcus was in it just for the glory and the fame and the ladies. He was like, oh, I was so close to fucking one of those high class ladies, but no. Yeah, a lot of really fucked up stuff happened to Griffith. It is disturbing to think about, like, all the stuff that would have happened to him. At least his dick seems to be okay, right? You would think they would, like, mess with his dick and balls. Maybe they did, like, cock and ball torture on him, but, like, they didn't, like, cut it off. Yikes. Yeah, let's not think about it, because a lot of other body parts were removed, like his tongue, which is what they're trying to say here. Like, they literally cut out his tongue so he can't talk. Weren't we gonna start again here? Huh? After Griffith came back. Weren't we gonna start over? All of a sudden, we were framed as outlaws, running around for the woods and for a year like bugs. More than half of us have been killed, but still, as long as Griffith came back to us. After believing that, now this? Oh, he's doing a Joker laugh. He's, breaking. Oh, and everyone looks so sad and, just like all their hopes and dreams were just crushed. Like, They almost got there, right? They almost got to the promised land, but then it was yanked away from them, and they were just holding on to the hope that they would be able to go back to those days, but no. The realization is now setting in that, like, nah, you ain't never getting back there. Corcus draws his sword and then... Well, that's dumb. Why would you do that? Why would you break your own sword out of frustration? Swords are expensive, right? Even today, like, a sword would cost like thousands of dollars in today's money. Because, like, that's a lot of metal, right? And a suit of armor would cost like tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe millions if it's like a really fancy knight armor set. And then Guts is just staring at it as it clangs on the ground. Hey, didn't I call it? I knew it. I knew it. I knew something like this would happen. Oh, you did you? Yeah, he's a very pessimistic guy, I guess. So now... even Pippin is holding back tears. Or something. This is... Oh. Griffith is sad. Everyone knew how that ended. But a man could not bring himself... Not a man could bring himself to say it. Yeah. Nobody wants to be the first person to say, the band is over. Only the winds announced the end of the fight. Ooh. The only sound was the winds. That's sad. That's fucking sad, dude. I feel for these guys. Oh, this guy's throwing down his sword. Back here. This guy's about to... This guy has like a war pick. A war... Back here. Another Dark Souls reference. What do we do? From now on, all of us. What do we do? I guess go get a real job or something. Yeah, that's sad. It's like, now I'm just gonna have to, like, be a wage cuck. But, like, in medieval times, so, like, much worse. It's not like the band of the Hawk's been wiped out. We have you, Commander Casca. You know, it's still, like, at least 100 guys here. I don't even know how many. At least 100. Still have Commander Casca. Yeah, Casca's been the one to take care of the bands for the past year. 'Cause Guts, you know, up and left and only showed up after all that time. Griffith made the Band of the Hawk. Everyone should realize that. If you're still here, all the more. But to that end, the one who's given the most this year is Casca. Yeah, Casca is the Employee of the Year, Band of the Hawk. She really stepped up. Griffith made the Band of the Hawk. This is Judo speaking. Don't ask even more of her. Judo. Yeah, she's been through so much. She's been so stressed out. It's like she doesn't need any more of this. Yeah, it's time for her to rest. But in that case, we clench. Guts clenches his hand and stands up. Shif. Give me some time. Oh, Casca is holding back Gutsu. There's still time until we join up with the other units. Let me think about this until then. Oh right, there's another unit out there of yeah. Well, We'll see what happens to that other group of the Band of the Hawk. Yeah. Rickert is with them, and Rickert sees some shit. Hey. Oi. Oi, mate. Hey, wait up. What do you plan on to do once you're done thinking? Don't tell me you... What were you about to tell them back there? Eh? Oh yeah, Guts was about to say something. You should have let Guts speak, Asuka. I bet Guts was about to say something real inspiration. Well, not... You're about to give him some straight talk. Guts is gonna tell it like it is. No sugarcoating, because Guts ain't sweet like that, but he's gonna say, hey, you never give up. Never give up. What were you about to tell them back there, eh? To finish the battles that you start. Wise words from Wise Warrior. Pretty strong, aren't you? Yeah, he is, actually. Since you started the battle. I guess it's not something you can give up on. Which battle did he start? But can you say such things to the Griffith the way he is now? Hmm? Well, of course Griffith can't do anything right now. Is he eating something? At least, At least he still, has the will to live. Kind of. Not really. Everyone's weak. And so, they rely on dreams and other people. And they were relying on Griffith's dream the most. And Griffith himself. And now they don't have Griffith. What do they have? They have Guts and Casca, at least. At least Guts is strong. I wonder what you can do for someone who's lost what they rely on. You give them something new to rely on, I guess. Kind words, stern rebukes. You know, there's not much you can say or do other than just give it to him straight. I mean, you can say like, yeah, I mean, words can only do so much, right? Aw. Casca goes in for a hug. I wanted someone to be near me. Aw. Hug. Aw. And Griffith is watching this. This tender moment. Yeah, Guts can't really do much either except hug her back. I'm going to check on Griffith. Griffith, let's change those bandages. Aw. It's nice how she's taking care of him, right? Yeah, at least, he has Casca to care for her. Yeah, Casca's very nice. She is the only, woman around here. The only female. Someone near me. Damn, he's skinny. Yeah, I bet he was starved as well. Requiem of the Winds ends. Should we even read the comments? It's gonna be depressing. The Warriors of Twilight. Oh, this is cute. This is a cute, little Guts and Casca moments. Yeah, Casca's a tough girl, and that's why Guts likes her. Right. Yeah, the two are perfect for each other, aren't they? Yeah, Guts probably isn't too much into femininity. He prefers tomboys. Mostly because they're tough, right? And they yeah, they aren't soft. Yeah, Guts does not tolerate weakness ever. He's like, weak people disgust me. If you die because you get caught up in someone else's fight, then you didn't deserve to live to begin with. That's in his edgy phase. He said that. Anyways, changing bandages. I didn't know his hands were this small. Ah, he's got tiny little girly hands. Of course he does. I think Griffith is supposed to be like pretty strong though, right? But yeah, Griffith is a femboy. He tried to grasp everything with these hands. Oh. Damn. He did, and he got so close too. Just by placing them on my shoulder, he could somehow ease my trembling. Time after time, they would erase my anxiety. Oh, that's right. Casca was just a kid when Griffith took her on to the Band of the Hawk. Griffith can't be that much older than Casca, right? If anything, Griffith was a teenager when this happens. And now Casca's like 18, maybe 17 or 16. And Griffith is like 20, 21, 22. I don't know. Oh, whoops. Huh? Uh-oh, her hands are shaking. That's sad. Now it's my turn to be the one to do that, yet. Well, Griffith is staring. He always stares. He's a starer. He's kinda, you know. Oh, tump. Yow! Splash. Sorry. I'll go get another blanket. Huh? Oof. Griffith just gets on top of her. Yeah. He's, Griffith! Griffith! Oh, and their hips are touching. Griffith! Stop! Stop! Huh? Aw. Yeah, this is just pathetic. I mean, you can't blame him, can you? Oh, and Casca's just like, okay, you can fuck me. You've been a good boy. You've been through a lot. You deserve it. I guess he kind of does, but yeah, this is what I meant when I said I guess he still has his dick, right? You would think they would do something to it, but guess he still has it. Man, oh man, this has turned into a real mess. Yeah, good dreams, bad dreams. It's still unfortunate to wake up in the middle of one. Yeah. Waking up in the middle of a dream. I guess, well, if you're having a bad dream, then probably it's fine. So, what are you gonna do now? Go back to training? Yeah, that's what Guts was doing this whole time when the band was just, waiting for him to come back. It's like, really? You couldn't train while remaining a member of the Hawk? Yeah, all this shit happened because Guts left, right? I mean, maybe. It's all in the current of causality, so it was all meant to happen, I guess. You? Let's see. Guess I'll invite who's left to start a thieves group. That way, at least we can look after Griffith. Ooh, I bet Judo would make a really good thief. You'd make a very good leader of a band of thieves. Yeah, he's a very sneaky, sly guy. And he's the guy with the throwing knives, right? Yeah. That'll be useful. He's a very stealthy guy. He's a stealth build. In that case, me too. You've already separated yourself. There's no obligation for you to go that far. There is one. For you? There is. I'm still a hawk. Pat pat. But you're different. You've already started your own battle. Those who can't stand get left behind. Isn't that the ironclad rule of the battlefield? Otherwise you can't survive. Those who can't stand, yeah. But that's that. Over there. You should take Casca with you this time. Yeah. Well, if Guts and Casca are gone, then who's gonna be... I guess Judo will be the only guy left. Right? I mean, he can lead a band of thieves, but mercenaries? Probably not. But yeah. Guts and Casca have done plenty, right? It's time for them to just, go live a happy life. Or at least, that would be nice if they could just do that. She's way too serious to lead thieves. Happy-go-lucky's the way of a thief. I couldn't stand one so stiff-shouldered. That's right, she would probably scold, Judo. Just for thinking about being a thief. How could you lead a life of, dishonest thievery? Take her with you, even if you have to drag her this time. If you don't, she... Judo? Oh yeah, Judo kind of has a crush on Casca. We know that later on, but what is he gonna say? Is he gonna say, like, if you don't bring her along, she will never be happy? Because she's never gonna be happy with me, because I'm a soy cuck kid. And only Guts could satisfy someone like Casca, right? I mean, they have had sex, at least. Oh yeah. They've done it. Yeah, that's kind of sad for Judo over here. But hey, at least he takes it like a man, right? And is like, yeah, I'm not good enough for her. Oh well. Although he should have at least, like, I don't know, said something when he and Casca were like the highest ranking people in the bands and what was left of it. I mean, Casca was the commander, but who was below her? I mean, I'd imagine Judo was up there, right below her. Oh yeah, you know Casca would like being on top, right? Yeah. Captain Guts, Hitcho! What's up, guys? You need something? Captain, are you planning to run off alone again like before? Huh? Yeah, look at all these dudes. You forget, like, what all these dudes look like. Some of them are, like, older, or they look older, like they're older dudes. Some of them are kind of, like, pudgy. Yeah. I just love the art in Berserk. It's so, like, it's not too detailed. I guess it gets more detailed later on. And there are some panels that, like, the centerfold images that are, like, super detailed, but, like, this, even in the ones with not a lot of detail, like, each face has its own, like, unique thing. I thought this guy was Corcus for a second, but he's just Look at this nose. Dudes have really big noses like this guy. Please let us go with you, Captain, if you do. You guys! All of us raiders have decided. Not one of us is against it. We can all still fight, that's right! We are raiders. We raiders are the toughest in the band of the Hawk. We'll be mercenaries or whatever, as long as our captain's with us. Captain Heicho Gatsu! Please. Please. Gaston? Your clothing shop? Oh, that's right, Gaston. This guy was a character, a minor character. Yeah, he can be just a tailor. The proclamation's all over Windham. It's out of the question. The proclamation of them being outlaws and criminals. Yeah, if they're still like outlaws, how will they like forge new identities? They might still be recognized. Will they go to another, I mean, theoretically, would they go to like another kingdom? Besides, these guys are like family to me now. I can't leave them. And as long as you're with us, we'll figure something out. Yeah, as long as Guts is in charge. I'd like to see this actually, and then like an alternate universe where like, I don't know, Griffith just fucking dies in prison and the eclipse never happens. Like, does Guts take the raiders and Judo takes the more sly, stealthy types and they both start their own bands? And does Casca stay with Griffith, or I mean Guts, or does she start her own thing? Because the raiders are like a, what do you call it, a squadron within the band of the Hawk. They're like a division. Yeah, these guys look pretty tough, right? And Guts was the captain of the squad. Yeah, Guts is the leader of the toughest guys. Yeah, he's cool, alright. As long as you're with us, we'll figure something out. I'm sure you'll find it here, the place where you belong. This is a convo Judo and Guts were having a long time ago, I guess. Oh, this is a silhouette of Guts's big sword, his first one. The place I belong. Maybe it did exist. Maybe I was too stupid and stubborn to notice it. But what I really wished for back then was here. Back then. Yeah, if only he didn't leave to go off and live with the old Master Godo. Right? I mean, who knows why he left? I guess everyone's looking for a place they belong, and Guts didn't feel like he belonged, but yeah, I guess, like, you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? He was too stupid and stubborn to notice it. He definitely is stubborn and bullheaded, and yeah. He's toxically masculine, am I right? He's yeah, he's always, people always like wish for something greater, but like I don't know what Guts was looking for. I don't know, like, I don't know why he wouldn't want to stay. I guess he's a lone wolf, right? Why do I always see these things, after they're done and gone? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, like, you gotta appreciate what you have while you still have it, right? You never, like, take things for granted, right? No. And then, Casca's shaking. Ba-thump, ba-thump. Is that her heart beating? Oh. Damn. That's why you, girls don't, girls rarely, give out pity fucks, cause, it does not feel good. No. But it's more than that. She hates what Griffith has become, right? Oi! flinch. Guts! How's Griffith? Guts is like, something wrong? Yeah. Yeah, he just fell asleep. Oh yeah, I bet he just fell asleep. Yeah. I bet he, he busted the biggest nut that he was holding in for a year. And then but he was really sleepy after that. He was exhausted. Something wrong? What? Like what? Nothing really. Petsuno? Nandemo? Oh, well, something's wrong, clearly. No, this is toxic femininity. When something is clearly wrong, but the girl doesn't want to talk about it. Oi! What's wrong? What happened? You're wrong. It's nothing. Well, I guess it's hard for her to talk about it, right? It's, yeah. I mean, it would be kind of embarrassing, maybe. So you're crying over nothing? Did something happen with Griffith? No. No. Stop it. That's not it. No. She doesn't want to. Yeah, what is Guts like marching over to the wagon to like confront Griffith or something? That's not it. Huh. Hey, sorry. I can't go. Eh? I can't go with you. Griffith, he's so small now. So fragile. That proud Griffith is so... I can't leave him. There's no way I can leave Griffith like that. I'm sorry. Sorry. Me too. I'll stay. Oh, I thought she was gonna say she can't take care of him anymore. She can't, but, no, she wants to take care of him. And I guess she really does love Griffith in her own way, right? Clearly she cares about him a lot. Which makes what happens even more just so sad. Yeah. I mean, who else is gonna take care of him? Some of the dudes from the band, some random guys. Maybe Pippin would stick around. Or Judo, I don't know. What if they all stay together? That would be nice. I'll stay. You won't hang around from anyone's dream. You fight your own battles, right? Nah? Aw, she's dead. Do you still remember that night at Primrose Hall? Yeah. Back when they had made it, or when they thought they made it. Someone who would never depend on another's dream. Someone who wouldn't be compelled by anyone, but would determine and pursue his own reason to live. Oh, that's the speech that Griffith gave about dreams, right? And should anyone trample on that dream, he would oppose him body and soul. Even if the threat were me myself. That is what I think a friend is. You have to go. Yeah, so Griffith was saying, like, only someone I consider my equal could be my friends. So Guts is like his only friend, even though he's like super popular, right? And he's got a bunch of followers. Yeah, he's like an influencer, but like in medieval times, right? But like all his fans, they don't really know him. Well, I bet like, yeah, influencers like look down on their fans, like, oh, they're just pathetic. They're just followers. They're not leaders like me. Yeah, all these followers are depending on me. They're relying on my dream and my strength. I want someone who can stand on their own and has their own reason to live. And doesn't, lean on others to guide them through life. They can guide themselves through life, right? If you're Griffith's friend and equal, you have to. You have to go and live your own dreams, she's saying, yeah. Yeah, even Casca knows, like, yeah, I'm not on Griffith's level, but Guts is. Guts is the only guy who could, like, who could even compare to Griffith. Oh, and, Griffith is listening to this whole speech. Yeah, but he's sad about it, but, I wonder if he would agree. Like Griffith probably wouldn't want Guts to just live with him the rest of his life, just taking care of Griffith, because he needs to be taken care of now. He would want Guts to go out and pursue his own dreams, his own glory. Guts and glory. You have to, even if it's alone. I guess in a way he does do that, but geez, not the way anyone plans. He does become the Black Swordsman, the legendary swordsman. But who knows? Probably not worth it, all the shit that he goes through. You have to go. Why do I always see things after they're done and gone? He's regretting the past. Yeah, we all have regrets, don't we? But, Guts is seeing what could have been if he only stayed. The Warriors of Twilight ends. Shall we read the comments? Drink every time that Casca is attempted rape. Well, was it? Okay, first of all, was it attempted? He did make an attempt, but I guess it was successful, but it wasn't really rape. Well, it's tricky, right? She didn't want it, but she was like, it was a pity fuck, right? Casca totally could have just pushed Griffith off, but a better drinking game is to drink every time someone screams, Griffith! It happens quite a lot. Quite a bit more than you think. Griffith! Griffith! Yamero! Griffith-sama! Every time Corcus says, Ki! Yeah, in this chapter, yeah, Casca says, Griffith! Griffith-sama! Nandate! Nandate yo! Yeah. I've drank so much I don't have space for food. Yeah, just pee while you're drinking. Oh, this guy's cool. Lazy artist gay ass. He's a pretty good artist. He draws something for every Berserk chapter, at least in the first few chapters. I think I haven't seen him in the later chapters, but he does some good work. Leaves. Yeah, I love when there's like little flashbacks, or like it just shows the characters. It doesn't say like what they're thinking. There's no like observations being made, but like you can tell what they're feeling, right? You can tell that they're feeling something, right? You can yeah. You can kind of I mean, it's art, right? Art is up for interpretation, but I imagine there are different interpretations of this. Of like the quiet moments, or like, yeah, like when it shows Griffith staring at Casca right before he gets on top of her. It's like, what is he thinking? Is he thinking about like the emotional connection that they had, or is he thinking like, damn, she's hot, I wanna hit that? Sometimes it's too much talking, but yeah, it's like a short break from all the wild shit. Yeah, there's a lot of talking here. We haven't even gotten to the Eclipse yet. Oh man, it's been so long. That ass banging. Yeah. What are these AO, BO, CO chapters? When are they supposed to be continued? After which chapter? They are the start of the manga, but chronologically they come after the Golden Age. Probably before so the very first chapters, like AO to like IO or something, they're after Guts escapes the Eclipse, and after like he gets back to Godo's cave, and then he departs the Godo's cottage, his setup with like the big ass sword. He goes off, and then he does the Black Swordsman arc, and then Lost Children arc happens. Because like there's a 2-year time skip between the end of the Eclipse and the Lost Children arc, and the Black Swordsman arc is like what happens in that 2-year time skip. They make Guts' beef with Griffith more suspenseful, and Puck is important there. Yeah, it shows Puck's origin story, which is cool. It shows how Puck met Griffith and got Guts, and then became his partner. And then yeah, Guts does meet Griffith in a part of it, and it shows Guts' origin story too, his like childhood. Put Donovan as the moon. I'm uncomfortable with that character. Yeah, Donovan is freaky. I guess we'll he's a bad dude. Berserk Potatoes. That's his Twitter. Or at least it was. Maybe he changed it now. Guts, but instead of his sword, he just has a giant frying pan face. Basically that image for one of the beginning of chapters of the Lost Children arc. Okay, so he's still around in the Lost Children arc. Cool. Yeah. Guts, no one belongs anywhere, we're all gonna die. Let's go watch TV. Yeah. Rick and Morty reference. Yeah, no one belongs anywhere, like... Don't worry about where you belong, I guess. Worry about, like, where you are and where you could go, I guess, right? But I guess Guts did belong with the Band of the Hawk. But I mean, he clearly was comfortable training on his own, because he did it for a whole ass year. Just, swinging his sword around, practicing. Right? You would think he would be able to practice just fine while still being a member of the band, right? If anything, you'd have practice partners to practice with, right? Guts was just like swing around his sword on his own. Put all that big sword swinging and monster such aside, Judo is the best character in the manga. He's the man, the friend, yeah. Judo is the man. He's very wise, he's very knowledgeable about things, and he's good at talking people's feelings. Good at like working things through. It's a shame what happens to like all the characters, right? It'd be cool if like Pippin pipped up sometime and said something. He's probably wise in his own way, but you never see it. He's gotta be the strong silent type. Fucking Griffith immediately has to try and dominate something again. Fuck, he does it to himself, and he does it by taking advantage of those he knows are vulnerable. A piece of shit sociopath. I feel so bad for Guts. His life sucked for life. Now it's gonna get a tiny bit worse. Tiny? It's gonna get a lot worse. Yeah, there's a lot of Griffith haters. I mean, it's understandable that you would hate Griffith, but I don't know, I kind of like Griffith. I think he's been put in a very bad situation. I mean, he sort of lets his own feelings, like, get in the way. I mean, he puts his own feelings above everything else, right? That's what got him in this situation, because, like, he was sad that Guts left, so he just had to go fuck the princess. The one girl he couldn't have, by the way. He could have had any girl he wanted. He probably could have fucked Casca back when he was in his prime, right? He could have fucked, like, any other, like... He was very popular with the court ladies, the fancy lads, the fancy ladies. He probably could have fucked, like, one of the ladies of the court. But no, he just had to fuck the one girl he couldn't have. And now, yeah. Who knows if he wanted to fuck Casca or if he just wanted to get his nut off. I mean, he's been through a lot. It's understandable, but, like, yeah. Casca clearly did not want to do it, so, yeah, it's not good. But, I mean, I kind of like Griffith, even though he is, like, supposed to be the villain. That's where my sympathy for Griffith ends. You can't argue he's insane when he is still trying to get a kick off of dominate what he can. Does he get a kink off of dominating? I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, he dominated Guts and made him, or he wanted to dominate Guts, and then Guts beat him in one stroke of the sword and was like, yeah, I'm quitting. I'm out of here. You can't tell me I'm not allowed to quit anymore, and then just leaves. So yeah, I guess Griffith does like dominating. Yeah. Bad Griffith. Bad. No. He needs a beating. I mean, he was already like, he already endured like the worst torture imaginable. I mean, he's been punished plenty. But, filthy Frank reference here. I like that. He had a whole year of beating. But it made him, yeah. Yeah, the torture just made him a worse person, right? It made him, yeah. I wish Sir Gregor Game would appear and beat Griffith. Yeah. I mean, Sander wouldn't suck either. That's some stupid, shitty reasoning there. No, it's not. Had she told Guts to stay, she'd be valuing her own dreams above his, and so she left with Guts. She'd be selfish to leave Griffith in a bad way, so she broke down. Yeah, I mean, Griffith is sneaky. He's smiling under that helmet, forgetting Casca to say. No, I don't think he is like. I think he's just like desperate for like some connection. Right, he's desperate to just get just be intimate with someone again, because he's like been punished so badly. He just needs a break, right? Yeah, but I wonder if Casca would keep fucking Griffith if she stayed, right? I mean, she clearly didn't feel good about it, but maybe she was crying because she was taking such pity on him, but I imagine, yeah, she did not like that she got fucked, right? Anyways, yeah, I think that's enough for now. So, the Eclipse is gonna start soon. This is all just setting it up. Yeah, I did not mean to go this long. Even if it's alone, you have to go. And then this is Back Alley Boy. Oh, right. Yeah, the Eclipse is gonna start within, like, the next few chapters, so, yeah. Look forward to seeing that, and, yeah. See you then.